Welcome to the Emotional Balance Sheet, the financial planning podcast for parents who are senior level professionals with kids in school or college. If you're tired of stitching together 4 different specialists to run your financial life, you're in the right place. I'm Paul Fenner, certified financial planner, enrolled agent, and founder of Tama Capital. I also have 4 kids, including a set of triplets, so I know the pace. Let's get into today's conversation.
Hi, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about a kind of no that no one really warns you about. Not the no to the nicer car or the bigger house. It's the other one. An insatiable appetite for more will always push you to the point of disappointment and regret. And having that, some ability to deny an extra dollar of work or a bigger house or a nicer car is essential if you want to use money to make a better life. That's a line I recently reread from Morgan Housel's work. And I think when most of us hear about enough, it's really about wanting less stuff. And for the families I work with, that's the easy part. The hard part is something entirely different. And that's where I want to work in today's conversation. And I'll be honest with you, the no I'm worst at is the no to more of the work I love to do. I could grow what I've built here at Tama to be something much larger than I foresee. There's some weeks the pull to take on more is strong, and it's not because I need to. It's because I love the work that I do. I'm good at it, and more feels like progress, and I want to help more families. But more work doesn't feel like greed. It feels like responsibility. And that's exactly what makes it so hard to turn down. And at home, Theresa and I keep a number that keeps me honest. And it's the count of summers we have left with the kids under this roof we're currently under now. And it's a small one. And it only goes in one direction, down. So when I'm deciding whether to say yes to more work or yes to this event, that's where the real cost shows up. It's not in dollars. It's in time. It's in summers spent. And I see the same thing with the families I work with in their own version of it. When you earn well, that lever is always right there. You can almost always make a little more by saying yes to one more thing. So enough stops being a math question and becomes a permission question. And I sit with people who solved that math equation years ago and still can't quite give themselves permission to stop reaching. The relocation that made sense on paper, the promotion that was the right move in the wrong year, good people saying yes to good things, one reasonable yes at a time, and then adding up the other column only later. And I think this is what Morgan's getting at with his point. And it's that the appetite for more is insatiable by design. It doesn't get full on its own. So if you never build the ability to deny it, it just runs. And it runs towards regret. And the reason the work version is the hardest is that it doesn't feel like wanting more. It looks like being responsible. I'm responsible. You're responsible. It hides inside of our best qualities. And hopefully, as you can imagine through all these talks over the years, I don't have this solved either, by the way. I feel the pull every week. The only thing I've gotten better at is making the no more available by looking at the other column before I answer. And remember, that column is time and summers. So the next time more is on the table, more work, more opportunity, the bigger thing, just pause before you answer. Look at what it cost on the side of the ledger that never sends you a bill or an invoice. You'll still say yes plenty. The point is to say it on purpose and not on reflex. Remember, money is a number. Enough is a story. Make sure you're writing your own. And to this degree, if this conversation resonated with you, I still take on a small number of new families each year at TAMA. I make that available. But if you're interested in having a conversation, go to tamacapital.com to schedule a time to talk, or click on the link in the show notes. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Now for the fine print. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not personalized financial, tax, or legal advice. Before making any decisions about your specific situation, please work with a qualified professional. TAMA Capital is a registered investment advisor.